Hey guys, welcome. I'm Jay. This is smarthelping.com. We got a new template here. It's a cash flow manager 90-day cash flow forecast. I was basically thinking about what I might use myself to figure out how much cash I'm going to have over the next, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. This actually goes all the way to 365 days, but it's likely if your sales cycles are, shorter, you're not going to need this to last for more than 90 days. So it's pretty simple. You just have your date you last updated it, your starting bank balance, and then the first date you want to start tracking. Usually, this will be the day you're doing the analysis because you're getting the bank balance the same day as you're essentially starting this because you want to know what future invoices are going to affect this bank balance and when are they going to hit the bank. So you start here, put in your bank balance, and then all I have is a very simple invoices tab. On this, you put the date you expect the invoice to clear the bank, and if it's a receivable or a payable, and that's pretty much it. There's other column A is the invoice date, and C and D are to describe the invoice so that you can not double count things and know what you're doing here as you put in more and more data. But the only columns that are actually being used in the calculations are B, E, and F. And so as you put them in here, this balance will update. So let's just start with the brand new balance. Let's say we start on October 30th, 2023. All my dates update here. And you can see these dates update as well because they're changing as these dates change. Let's say we now have 25,000 in the bank and we have, let's say on the 15th, we think we've got a receivable of 3,500. On the 10th, we got a payable of 7,500. Let's do this one on the 19th. Maybe we got another payable of 15, and pretty soon we have a collection for 13, let's say 500 bucks. So as I update that, you can see these receipts, payments come in, affect the balance here as we go down, and the chart, the future cash 90-day forecast will also update your expected cash position. So this is attempting to show you the future bank balance based on everything that you know is going to happen with cash. So it's very granular. Usually I'm far out on the forecast, like doing monthly budgeting and entering expected sales per month, bills. But this is getting a much higher touch on it, and you might do this every week or something, or every time there's a big update to future cash. And it's good to plan out projects. If you got a big capital expenditure coming up and it's going to cost a lot, it's going to be expensive and make a big hit, you want to see, well, based on when I'm going to collect some money, bills I have to pay, am I going to have enough to sustain that and go forward and stay above, negative cash. Now, if this goes negative, let's say, I'll just copy and paste this. Let's say we got in December, we've got a payable. We're going to pay a big something for 50,000. Okay, if we do that, now look what happens. Well, we're in the red here. So that's not good. We're now below negative, so we either have to make more money, collect invoices, maybe make payments on this, or get a loan. Maybe on the same date you're gonna do that. Maybe you plan on loan proceeds coming in for 75,000. In that case, okay, now we got enough. We have an extra 20,000 with that happening. I did two columns for receipts and payments just to make it more uh, visible on what's happening on a given day so it's not all combined. And I also did an extra manual payment here, or manual receipt and manual payment. If you don't want to enter, like let's say you have daily sales and you or expected sales collections every day from credit cards or something, and you don't want to put in like invoices every single day, then you could get in here and just put your daily expected cash receipt and just list that down. And that, like, if I say, well, I make about, say I'll make about $250 a day on average, or whatever your average is for the next X amount of time, you can see that that'll affect the cash flow, just tilting it up. And same with, you could do the same thing with bills. Let's say, so lower the tilt a little bit down. And then every time you go in and update this, you just, change the date when you're updating it so everybody knows who's using the document. Update the current bank balance and update your start date here. Now, I was going to do a today function on this because in theory, you should always be running this on the current day based on the bank balance. There's no real reason why you'd go back in time, but let's say you did this on Monday, and then you also wanted to come back on Friday and do it, and there was you want to see nothing hit the bank since you put in this first date. Maybe you just want to start there again, even though it's currently like Friday. So anyway, I just figured this could be hard coded. So whenever you do this, make sure you update the first date and the bank balance, and then make sure these are all cleared out or make sense. And then if an invoice is collected over here, that's fine. I mean, you could keep running it through time because this bank balance and this date here, as you update that, this balance is not going to take into account historical invoices. It's just going to look at the bank balance here against any future invoices beyond whatever your first date is. Okay, I'll leave, for the base template, I'll leave these in here so you can just kind of see how it's working. But you want to clear this out before you start putting in your own data. Just highlight it all, right click, clear contents, and then you could start from scratch. Yeah, and you can use this through time. If you want to purchase a template, links in the description box below. I'll also list it in the accounting section on the site, smarthelping.com. If you go to the accounting section, it'll be right under trackers. I'll put it somewhere in here. It'll be, real-time cash flow management. And obviously it's included in this bundle. And I build financial models and spreadsheets for a living. I've built all kinds of things over since 2015. I've been doing it professionally, and you can check out all the financial models from the homepage. You can go here, get the whole library for $9.99. That includes over 150 templates, a lot of financial models, cash flow distribution calculators, real estate underwriting models, valuation tools, all sorts of things. Alrighty, that's all I got for you. I'll see you on the next one.